Check, check.
Gotcha.
Now your headset should be working.
Yep.
Very good.
Alright, the flaps up. Heat, vent, defrost. I'm going to give myself a little vent.
Sounds good.
Okay. ATIS AWAS 124.85. So I need refresher here. So
yeah, no problem. So we're on COM 1 right now.
Okay.
And we're going to select 2485.
Okay.
And we'll take it from standby to active.
Cylinder Tower, ATIS information Zulu. 2353 Zulu. Wind 300 at 12, gusting 19er. Visibility 10. Sky conditions still in 1700 broken. Temperature 17, 2.11, altimeter 29908. Remarks ILS approach, runway 31 in use. IFR departures, advise tower that you are IFR to hold short.
So there's 990.
VFR departures to Monterey or flight following, advise ground control. Use call signs to all readbacks, all hold short instructions and assign altitudes. Advise on initial contact, do you have ATIS information? Zulu.
Information Zulu.
Information Zulu. Okay. Altimeter.
ATIS information Zulu.
908.
2353 Zulu. Wind 300 at 12, gusting 19er. Visibility
GPS
10.
programmed.
Yeah, so we can hit enter here,
Temperature
and that'll start the satellite search.
altimeter 2.
And then we can accept this, blindly accept it, don't read the advisory.
31 in use.
Right.
Alright, just hit accept,
Okay.
and then we go to the map mode.
24 IFR release. VFR departures to Monterey or flight following, advise ground control.
Okay, transponder to 1200, I'm assuming, VFR.
Yep.
Break test.
Advise on initial contact, do you have ATIS information?
Right.
Zulu.
Okay.
Flight instruments check. So,
Cylinder Tower,
time of
ATIS
day,
information Zulu.
that looks good.
2353
That
Zulu.
looks good.
Wind 300 at 12, gusting
Good.
19er. Visibility 10. Sky conditions.
All right, I think at this point we can go ahead and pull up, but before we do that, let me see if I can remember how to do this. So we can go to 121.7, which is here, so is this the flip?
That's the flip.
Now we're on ground.
That's right.
Okay, are you ready to taxi up a little?
Yep, I am ready.
Just going to do another brake test, get the feel for it.
Trying to get the camera on the tail to work, but it's not.
Oh, you can talk to it via your phone, that's cool.
Alright, supposed to be able to.
Alright. Okay, so winds out of 300, I didn't hear it all the way, but I'm assuming that's runway 31 we're going to be using today? Is
Yeah,
that
it's runway
correct
31.
assumption? Okay. So my call is going to be to Solaris ground, Cherokee 41459er at South Hangars with Zulu, taxi to 31 for, do we say,
Well, all you gotta really
South
say
departure?
is, yeah, all you have to really say is 41459er at the South Hangars, taxi for departure with information, Zulu.
Okay. Salinas ground, Cherokee 41459er, South Hangars with Zulu for departure.
Yeah, that's right. He knows what.
Cherokee 414, Salinas ground, runway 31, taxi via Bravo Alpha.
Taxi via Bravo Alpha 41459er.
Yep, runway 31. So we're gonna go Bravo.
Oh, I didn't say 31,
Alpha.
did I?
Yeah. So you want to make sure you read it. He doesn't seem to mind anybody not doing it the right way, but other airports they do.
Yeah, well, I want to do it the right way.
Yeah. So just try to read back your, but always remember call sign and runway assignment. That's what you gotta. Excuse me, always give them. Like riding a bike, right?
Yeah.
Really complicated.
So this is instantaneous flow when it's showing those numbers?
Yeah, so the number right here is instantaneous, and then this is your, well, that's our miles per gallon, but that's how much we've used there. Used, remaining, how many hours and minutes we can run at this fuel flow. We don't have a waypoint loaded. If I put Salinas in here, it'll give us the rest of that information.
I'm in 37 November Alpha Salinas Tower. Report a 5 mile final runway 13.
See if I can get this thing to work. I was trying to get it to work when we flew to Oakland the other day, and like we went over the Golden Gate Bridge and all this other stuff, and it was trying to pick up the Wi-Fi of the GoPro, but like over the Bay Area, like it was like a billion Wi-Fi. So
right.
I was just kind of like, it was picking up every single Wi-Fi, and it wasn't picking up the Wi-Fi on the tail.
So are we going to do a right, turn out into the pattern, and then depart to the south? I'm assuming?
Yeah, we'll do a right downwind departure.
Right downwind departure.
Cessna 30475 Salinas Tower, make right traffic runway 31, report missile right downwind.
Try this one more time.
And Cessna 305.
Here's Alpha.
Yeah, that's Alpha.
Just a heads up, it's, you'll probably get the airfield inside about a right base for runway 31. It extends all the way to the approach end of 31, this fog bank.
Okay, we have to do a run-up, correct?
That's right,
And,
yeah.
and we want to face into the wind typically when we do a run-up?
That's right.
So we're going to kind of spin almost 180 degrees, right?
Yeah, we want to get ourselves in the run-up area in a position to where we aren't going to block other airplanes if they want to come in. So kind of leaving room for everybody else. And so that means kind of getting us out into that corner over there. And then turning ourselves into the wind. Because it's an air-cooled airplane,
Yep.
it's always best to try to have the best cooling. Even on cooler days, the engine can still get kind of hot if you're out here running for a while. And the windsock over there about your 10 o'clock.
Yeah, so almost.
Yeah, there you go. And that way, if somebody wanted to come in behind you or something, they could...
Got it. All right, we doing flaps for this takeoff?
Well, we're going to do the run-up checklist first, which is right over your thumb.
There you go. Okay, run up. So brake set, flight controls.
All right.
Pretty clear and correct.
All right, very good.
Flight instruments still appear to be reading correct. We're not worried about that. That's the HSI, right?
That's the course deviation indicator, CDI.
CDI, okay.
Yeah.
Fixture rich, check.
Okay.
Primer in and locked, check. Okay, we're going to go throttle to 2000. We're going to check the magnetos and be careful because of our squawk, right?
Yeah, we need to check make sure the magneto drop is
happening. Okay, and we'll do carb heat at the same time, right? Okay, so we're going to go up to 2000 now.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to go
One click to the left.
One click to the left, and we're watching for about 100 RPMs.
Yep. There we go.
Okay. Now we're going to go 2 clicks, and we're going to watch carefully this time.
Yeah.
Worked. Okay, we're going back to both. And we're going to check carb heat for a drop.
Very good.
Slight drop there, about 50 RPMs. Okay. Do I close the throttle now down? Or
no, we still need to check our oil pressure, oil temperature.
Oil temperature is coming into the green. Oil pressure, that's fuel pressure. Oil pressure is in the green at a little over 60 psi.
Yep. And we should check amps and volts.
Showing 14, generating about 15 or so.
Then we check our suction, make sure that the vacuum pump's working.
Vacuum pump's green, yeah, suction is green. Throttle check back to idle, so we're going to go all the way down to idle, right? To make sure the engine continues to turn over.
Nice and smoothly pull it back to idle. It should run about 600 RPM or so.
Okay, feels good.
All right.
Get back into...
About 1,000 to 1,100 is where I normally let it sit. when you're running it at low RPM, it's not burning all the fuel, and so it can kind of load up the spark plugs with lead and stuff.
Got it. All right, throttle friction is good for me.
Right.
So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do our before takeoff now. So flaps.
We'll do 0.
We'll do 0 flaps today. Trim for takeoff, it's at the middle line.
Okay.
Fuel is on the proper tank, we've selected left. Fuel pump is on. Fuel pump on.
There we go.
Carb heat is off. Mixture is set to full rich. Pitot heat not required.
Not required today, no.
Okay.
Now it looks like you're
Heading indicator to compass heading. So our compass heading is going to be the runway heading.
Compass heading will be whatever we got up here, so about 340. So you should turn that guy. So the actual left one,
That's heading.
that's your heading bug for your autopilot. That left one there is the one you want to turn to 340.
30475, brother.
I want to say you went the long way.
I think I did. What each hash is how much? So that's 330.
5 degrees per tick, and the long tick is 10 degrees. So.
That would be 340. You concur?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I don't worry about this because it's autopilot related.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about that.
So we've checked that against that. Seats are locked.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. Belts and harnesses, check. Doors and windows,
Secure.
windows latched. Go ahead and close this at this point. Landing light is on. We will not. Oh, skipped one. Transponder is still to 1200. Landing light we're not turning on today. We're noting the time.
Yeah, so it's
Somewhere.
518.
518. Brakes released. That would be for the parking brake, I'm assuming.
Right.
Abort plan. So we're going to brief the abort plan. So if we start our takeoff roll and we lose the engine with enough space to land, we'll stop.
Land ahead.
We'll land ahead.
Yep.
If we're in the air, we have still enough room to land. We'll land ahead. This is where I don't remember. I think there's a certain altitude at
Right.
which we.
Usually on a day like today, probably around, if you're by yourself, probably 800 feet. With me on board, probably around 600 feet to execute a 180. It could be difficult depending, we have to think about, is there traffic behind us? Are the winds blowing really hard? There could be a lot of variables into that, whether it's safe or not. And you got to kind of make the decision for yourself ahead of time. Today, the winds are light enough, we could probably make a 180 turn and land if we had to.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to go to Salinas Tower. So we have 2 comms, right?
Yeah, so we can just push COM 2, and now we're on 1952, which is our active down here.
So that's a radio and that's a radio?
Yep.
So we have two radios. Okay.
Yeah, this is a COM and a nav, and this is a COM and a GPS.
Okay. What's the nav piece for?
For VORs, so we can tune in, see that bowling pin looking thing over there?
Yep, that's a VOR.
That's a VOR, we can tune that guy in, and we can tell what radio we are
Perfect. Okay.
from it, if I can get it to work right.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of jives.
All right. Okay, so COM2 is at 11952, so that's Salinas Tower, so I'm going to make a call. But first we go up and we hold, we can taxi up to and hold short.
We'll taxi up and hold short, yeah.
Okay. I'm releasing brakes. Don't see anyone around.
Alright, very good. We're on tower, we're all set to go, so all you gotta do is tell them tower 41459ers holding short 31 for a southeast bound departure.
Okay.
And it'll probably clear us for a right downwind departure, most likely.
Salinas Tower, Cherokee 41459er, holding short of 31, requesting right downwind departure.
Cherokee 41459 at Salinas Tower, runway 31, clear for takeoff, right downwind departure approved.
Clear for takeoff, runway 31, right downwind departure.
459.
41.
Hey, this is going on YouTube, man.
Sorry.
None of that language. YouTube is clean content only. I don't know if you've been on their website or not.
Space Tower 475 is 6 miles.
Approach the pier is clear.
We got the airport slide for straight in on 31.
Runway's clear.
0475, Celine Tower. Make sure to runway.
It's runway 31.
2 miles on them.
Yeah, it's the right runway.
Report at 2 mile flight 475.
Right. Come on. Okay.
Alright.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna advance the throttle to full.
Yep.
And a little right rudder in.
We're ready.
You're gonna help me. Okay, here we go.
Okay, just a little right rudder. And so power is up.
Power is up.
Airspeed's alive.
We're looking for 65.
Yep, and our oil pressure's in the green. So right about there, you can start pulling back on the yoke. And we're in the air. So kind of keep your hand up by the throttle to guard it. That maybe the throttle doesn't roll back on you. You just want to make sure that it's going to stay up there. And the ceiling is a little bit low towards the northwest here. So I would recommend a kind of earlier turn. We're going to start our turn now. And we'll keep on climbing up. We don't want to fly into the clouds, so I would suggest just keeping that right turn coming. And we'll make sure that we pull our power back to stop our climb before we enter the clouds. And let's come back around to the right here. See the road down below us on the right-hand side?
Yep.
We'll kind of line ourselves up with that.
I haven't done this in a little while.
No, you're doing fine. Okay.
Where's my muscle memory? Okay.
There you go.
Alright,
Now,
so
let's pull the power back to about 2200. Lower the nose. And pull the power back. There you go. And we're just going to stay at this altitude until we get clear of the cloud layer. So you can just keep the nose down a little bit. You might need to trim it down just a little bit if it's trying to pull up on you.
I think it's just me. Okay.
Alright.
Clear land runway 31.
So we'll wait. And then once we get kind of in the sunny spots up ahead of ourselves here, then
I
we'll
feel like I'm not coordinated. Do you feel that, or is it? It looks like I
think you're doing okay. I think you might, if you just let go of the rudder right now, it'll probably be fairly coordinated for yourself. Felt like you might have had a little bit of left rudder in
I think
there.
I was fighting it a little bit. Okay. Don't see any traffic.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Nose down just a little more. There you go. Ooh, beads of sweat.
Yeah.
We haven't even got to the hot part yet. Be nice and cool down here. It's going to be a little hotter up at our practice altitude. Why don't you push the blue button over there on the Davtron? It's 58 right here, so we'll see what it is up at 2,500 feet. I think you'll be amazed. There you go.
Still fighting it a little bit.
That looks better. All right,
Is that the site picture for level flight, more or less?
Pretty much, yeah.
Trying to remember. Okay.
let's follow this road down here to the right. Look at that, you're flying IFR already. I follow the roads. Now it looks like we're clear now, so we can go in and continue our climb if you like. Let's bring the power up and bring the nose up.
To full?
Yeah. And bring your nose up. Good. Trim should be okay, so I wouldn't worry about it. Just bring your nose up a little bit higher. And let's climb up to about 2,500 feet.
Okay. skirt. There we go. Where's my road?
It's down below you on the, just to the right of the nose.
All right.
No, you're doing good. Try pitching the nose for about 100 miles an hour, which is up just a little bit higher.
So,
Right.
okay, it's there, right?
Yeah. Right there.
Let's go to the south hangar.
Is that 100?
That's 100.
80, 90, 100. Okay.
30475, Roger. You can make a...
Oh, but I've overclimbed.
Text to the south.
No, you're fine.
Oh, wait, 25. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll cross 26 Alpha and then...
So I get more pitch to reduce airspeed a little, right?
Cessna 30475, affirmative. Okay, we'll stay on this frequency and we're going to cross 26 Alpha. Cherokee 41459 for change approved.
459.
459er, thank you.
Vaya con Dios.
Space Tower, how did you hear me on the radio today? Sir? Cessna 30475, affirmative, loud and clear. Okay, I'm going to try another radio here and ask you again.
Alright, here we go. Good job. Lower the nose and bring her back to about 2300.
Cessna 30475, I have it on clear with me. Alright, good, thank you.
I'm going to switch frequencies for us here.
Okay.
There's a lot of unnecessary chatter in the background. We're going to monitor our guard frequency. Oh, we found a bumpy altitude, didn't we?
Yay!
It'll be just kind of the wind shear that's going on right here. Because there's two different air masses moving in, and we're kind of at the top of the inversion layer, so. Wow, look at that. Really got a good spot. Tell you what, let's go up to 3,000.
Okay, initiating the climb.
Yeah, bring your nose up. Good.
It scoots, it climbs.
Yeah. Let's fly heading of due east on your heading indicator. Man, that was a rough spot. I've been in some rough spots before.
Maybe a little too early.
That's right. Close enough for building a school.
There you go. Exactly. All right, so we're heading due east. We're almost 3,000.
All right.
If I just yank really hard, will we get there?
Oh, yeah, we will. We will.
All right.
All right, we're on a heading of due east. Let's go ahead and do a clearing turn to the right.
Okay, that's a 90-degree clearing turn to the right. Here we go.
Try to hold your altitude. We'll end up back on due east at 3,000 feet. There's due south. There's all the fog we left behind us.
Okay, clearing the other direction. Overdid it a little, or a little high.
Yeah, just relax. Just think, instead of control movements, control pressures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and do gumps on this heading here.
Okay, gas to the full tank, undercarriage is down, mixture full rich, power to 1500.
Yeah, and we'll hold our heading and our altitude.
There's 1500, switches, carb heat on,
Yeah,
flaps coming in.
okay.
Okay, and then we're going to bring us back up to about 2,000 to keep slow flight.
Yeah.
now-ish.
Alright, come back about 10 degrees to the left. We're off heading just a little bit. Real gentle. Now we're 10 to the left of left.
Wrong way. Wait.
Yeah, we'll go back. Let's go to the right now. We'll go to east. Your other
There we go.
other way. There you
There
go.
we go.
All right.
Okay.
It's real sloppy here, so it doesn't
Yeah.
take a whole lot to change heading. We're descending just a little bit, so keep your nose up in slow flight to keep your speed about 65 miles an hour. And if you keep descending, then you can just add a little bit of power as necessary. It is kind of warm here, 75 degrees. So this looks like it's holding it. It may take just a little bit of extra power to hold you there, though. Let's turn to a heading of due south.
Okay. Nice and gentle, right?
Yeah, and you want to add just a little power in the turn because it's going to want to lose a little altitude. There you go. Alright, when you get on due south, going into roll out. And let's recover. So we'll go full power. Carb heat off.
Carb heat off. Switches.
Very nice recovery. And back to cruise. Older altitude. Alright, you were just right within PTS standards on that one. So we kind of bracketed 10 degrees and we went about 100 feet.
Okay.
But you were okay. But I know you could do better than where you were at there. But we haven't done it in weeks.
Yep.
So you're doing great. Alright, now this time let's do a clearing turn to the left. And we'll come back on a heading of 180. Try to keep it at 3,000 feet.
Right, over?
Yeah, you went over.
went over, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, clearing.
Alright, looking out. Everybody looks... I don't see any kamikazes out here. On my side. Alright, we'll roll out on due south. Right there. Gotta lead the rollout just a little bit.
Overdoing it. Okay.
Yeah, just gotta lead it. Okay, let's go ahead and do gumps.
Okay, here we go. Tank is on full. Undercarriage set. Keep flying the airplane.
Yep.
Mixture full. Power to 1500.
Alright.
Okay. And bring in some, carb heat is on.
Yep.
Bring in some flaps.
Good.
Okay. Bring the power back in.
A little bit more power, just a little bit. There you go. Alright, keep that nose up. Nice. Alright, looking good. Let's turn to a heading of due west. Remember, if it's losing altitude, you might have to add a little bit. It's kind of holding right now, though.
Okay, I'm trying to roll out correctly here.
Good, lead it right now, roll out. And you got to be kind of on your feet just a little bit, too. So, about 10 degrees beforehand, start your rollout.
Okay.
Alright, let's go ahead and recover on a heading of due west here.
Okay, power full. Switches.
Hey, good job. And hold your altitude as you bring it back to cruise. Nice.
I feel like I need about 15 hours of just doing that.
I don't think so. I think you need about another 30 minutes
All right.
or less. Alright, let's do a clearing turn to the left again.
All right. See if I can.
A la droite. read it.
Get back there.
Alright, good. And roll it to the right. Looking out. Looking clear.
Okay, I'm gonna end up on due west again, rolling out now.
There you go. And show me slow flight.
Alright, slow flight is guns. Gas to the right set, to right tank. Mixture full forward. Undercarriage, mixture full forward. Switches, carb heat is on. Flaps are coming in. Trying to maintain altitude and heading here. Oh, I didn't reduce power. Like I should have. But we are more or less there.
Alright.
Sorry about that.
That's alright. Alright, show me
Try it again.
No, that's right. Let's go to a turn of due north.
Okay, we're turning due north.
Hold your altitude. And no steeper than this on the turn. You caught your mistakes, so I usually don't fault people when they catch their mistakes. And roll her out. Alright, let's go ahead and recover. Hold your altitude there. David, you're doing really good, okay? They're really good, just relax. I got guys doing a lot worse than you. Alright, you're doing great.
Alright,
Take
lost
it.
a little bit.
Just about 100 feet. You're doing good. Alright, let's do a clearing turn to the left. We're going to do one more, okay?
Alright. Is that okay off our altitude? You want me to climb up, or is that okay?
I bet you'll end up at 3,000 feet before we're done.
Alright. Alright, clearing left.
Good. Right rudder.
Fuck. I mean, shoot.
Hey, this is going on YouTube, man. Total PC on YouTube.
Alright, let's see if I can nail the rollout.
Good, use the rudder too. That's a good idea. It's there for a reason. There you go.
Yeah, I feel like I'm using too much of it, so then I'm not using enough of it. Alright, we've cleared. Slow flight one more time?
Sure.
Alright. Gas, full tank. Undercarriage is down and lock. Mixture, full rich. We're going to go to power to 1500. Okay, hold our altitude. Going to start carb heat on. Bring the flaps in. Flaps are in. Advance power to 2. Slow flight.
Very good. Okay, give me a left turn to a heading of 270.
Left turn to 270.
And hold your altitude.
A little bit of rudder.
And hold your altitude. Losing altitude.
Oh.
Yeah, so you just want a little bit of power, remember, on that turn.
Right.
Kind of help you if it's sinking. Kind of add a little power.
Can I do a turn to the right? See if I can do that again.
Bring your power up about 100 to 200 RPM so you can hold your altitude there. There you go. That's better. Alright, on a heading of north, let's go in and recover. Alright, you're doing good. We're trying to work out all the feel, you know, the feel of the plane.
Yeah.
But don't get in the way of yourself with the feel. Part of, you know, having the feel is just being able to be relaxed enough to feel the airplane. When you're kind of over-controlling the airplane, it's hard to get the feel. So, if all else fails, don't don't make any inputs. You know, don't kind of manhandle it around.
Got it.
All right, let's go left to a heading at, well, let's go left to a heading at 270. We'll call this our clearing turn up ahead of ourselves here, so take a look out your left wing. Make sure there's nobody out there.
Looks clear.
Good, lead your roll out by about 10 degrees, so right now, right rudder and right aileron, good. Okay, now we're going to do a power off stall, so
Okay.
same setup. Just we don't have to maintain altitude. Okay?
Got it.
We do have to maintain heading though.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Gas on full tank. Undercarriage is down and locked. Mixture is full rich. Power to 1500. Maintaining our heading.
Undercarriage is welded, David.
Okay, switches. Carb heat is on. Flaps are coming in.
Good. Hold that heading a little bit to the left. There you go.
Okay, and we're going to start back pressure.
Yeah, we could pitch the nose up for the stall, so just above the horizon here, keep it rolled left just a little bit, see how we're rolled right. There you go. Nose up higher. There's the horn.
There's the horn.
That's the first sign, right?
Yep.
So nose a little higher, a little bit of left aileron. There you go.
Buffet and stall. Recover.
Recover.
Full
Nose
power.
down.
Nose down.
Carb heat off.
Carb heat off. Flaps.
Hold your altitude. Awesome. That was not bad at all. And you did a good job setting yourself up for that. I got the airplane for a sec.
You have the airplane.
Yeah, you've done all this, David. I didn't have to like re-demonstrate anything or anything like that. You're doing a great job.
All
So
right, thank you.
I'm going to show you just the power off stall one more time, so just relax for a sec.
Yep.
I'm going to do a little clearing turn, and I'm going to get us back on a heading at 270. Nice and easy. We're about 2,700 feet. We need to be at least able to recover at 1,500 feet AGL, which I think we can do, no problem.
Yes. Looks clear.
Looks clear. I don't see any boniacos. Alright, so gas is on the left tank. Undercarriage is down and welded. Mixture is rich. Power's coming back to 1,500 RPM. Carb heat on. Fuel pump's already on. I'm going to bring the flaps on nice and easy. Holding heading at altitude. We're all set for the stall now.
Okay.
Bring the power back just 100 or 200 RPM less. And I'm going to bring the nose up just above the horizon, right there. There's the first sign. Buffet, stall.
Yep.
Nose down.
Nose down. Power
Full
on.
power. Hold your altitude. Carb heat off. And holding altitude now, we're flying away.
Got it. So when you say hold altitude after the stall, that means this after the stall, right? You want to hold the altitude after we've lost whatever small amount we've lost.
After you recovered, hold your altitude.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in theory, we could have lost about 100 feet in the stall, and that's where you want to hold it at, is that recovered
The recovered altitude.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly right. Want some water or anything?
No, I'm good, actually. I feel good.
All right.
Want a little more air. Okay, my airplane?
Your airplane, you have the airplane.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and turn to a heading of 360.
All right, heading due north.
And we'll call this our clearing turn. I'm looking out ahead of ourselves here. I don't see anybody. We'll gump it for another power off stall.
Okay, let me just try to stabilize here. All right, we're at about 2,700. So when I get to due north, chasing it around. Okay.
Don't chase the instruments. Let the instruments chase you.
Okay. So gas on the left tank. Undercarriage is down and welded. Mixture is full rich. Power is to 1,500. Fuel pump is already on. Carb heat is on. Flaps. 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 Okay, we're going to bring power back a little further, pitch the nose up.
And hold that nose up for
pitch the nose up. There's the first warning. Pitching, pitching, pitching more.
There it is.
Stall. So nose down, power on.
Okay, hold your altitude
Hold
down.
the altitude. All right.
And recover. Nice. That was a good recovery. Yeah, we lost about 100 feet or so.
Is that within the parameters?
Well,
I guess that's right.
it doesn't really specify. It just says minimum altitude loss.
Okay.
Technically, you could trick it into doing it without any altitude loss, you know?
Yeah. So it looks like I ended up a little left, too, of heading, but...
Yeah, you weren't too bad. You were within PTS standards on the heading.
All right.
Let's do a right-hand turn.
Right-hand turn.
Due south.
Ah. Sorry.
That's all right. You're just kind of pitching up a little high there. There you go. Yeah, let's do one more power off stall and heading a due south. Hey, we're in a kind of a little downdraft there on that side of the hill.
Okay, we'll call it a little over 2,500. Heading due south. Gasoline. Our gas tank is on left. Undercarriage is down and welded. Mixture full rich. Power to 1500. Oh, yeah, power to 1500. Switches. Fuel pump's already on. Carb heat is on. Flaps coming in. Said slow flight, so we're going to bring the RPMs back in. Power back in.
All right. Good. Now give me a left turn to heading a 090.
Left to 090.
What do we have to do when we turn?
A little power.
There you go. And
Not too
nice
much bank.
shallow turn, yeah.
A little bit of rudder.
All right, we're configured for a power off stall pretty much, would you agree?
I would
Other
agree.
than we got to bring the power back. So
Yep.
let's go ahead and on this heading, we'll bring the power back and we'll do a power off stall. And you can just do a normal recovery.
Okay, so we're going power off, power to 1500, pitching.
Nose up just above the horizon.
There's the horn.
Okay. Hold it down.
Hold it there.
There it
Is
is.
that it? Is that it?
That's it. Good. Nice recovery. That's good. All right, you're doing good, Dave. So, yeah, you forgot the car beat.
Yep.
You realize you forgot it, then you're like, I gotta get the flaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
All right, there's no fault for that, okay? It's just, yeah. When you recover, the one thing that you want to remember about the carb heat when you're recovering is you're not making full power until the carb heat is off.
Got it.
All right, give me a right turn to heading a 180. And we're going to knock it off before we run out of too much time here. All your maneuvers are all within PTS standards, okay? I think you're probably 80-85% of the way from feeling comfortable doing the maneuvers.
Yeah.
You've got the process down. You could do it without me telling you. You just need to kind of relax as you do it. You're still not comfortable doing it, you know, like 100%.
Yeah. I'm still fighting as you coach me, like eyes outside the airplane versus eyes inside the airplane, and using my seat of my pants versus trying to go and like have everything read out, you know. So I think it's more sort of seat of the pants a little maybe.
Let's try a little Dutch roll. You want to do that real quick?
Yeah, so that's when you
rock the wings left and right, hold your heading, and then use rudder to coordinate yourself.
Okay.
So let's try it.
So I'm gonna rock left.
All right, so left rudder, and now let's go back to the right. And see if you can get your instructor sick. Ooh, you're working on it. You're doing good. So you're a little bit behind on the rudder there, so
Okay.
you got to make sure that you're with it. So
Try again to the right.
Yep. There you go. There you go.
Ah. Behind it though. Okay.
Just a little bit.
Let me start again. Let's get due south. I'm looking over there. Right.
All right. Good.
To the right.
A little too much. There you go. All right. Watch me do it for a second.
Okay. Careful.
Before I got the airplane.
How do you do that? It's like perfect. All right, that's enough.
All right. You got it.
All right.
Why don't you try it one more
Try
time?
it one more time before I get silly. Okay. So it was almost immediate with the rudder, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's at the same time.
It's instantaneous, yeah.
Shit. Shoot. All right. You don't want to land there.
No. No. All right, let's do a descending right-hand turn. Let's get some cool air. So bring your power back to 2000 and we'll turn right towards the highway here. And let's put our ATIS up here. If you want to listen to COM 1 but you don't want to talk on it,
Yeah.
you just hit the top one.
1,700 broken.
Could you give me an altitude? I'm sorry.
2.1.
Let's go down to about 1,500 feet.
8. Remarks, ILS approach, runway 31 in use. IFR departures.
Actually, 1,000 feet.
IFR to hold short, waiting for IFR release. VFR departures to Monterey or flight fall.
Said about 2,000.
Ground control. Use call signs, all readbacks, all hold short instructions, and assign altitudes.
Still pushing on it a lot. Is that normal? All right.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Cylinder Tower 8 information, Zulu. 2353 Zulu. Wind 300 at 12, gusting 19er. Visibility
There's that bumpy
10.
bit.
Sky conditions
Right around 1,500.
broken.
Yeah.
Temperature 17, 2.11, altimeter 29908. Remark
908 on the altimeter.
You said 1,500?
Let's go down to 1,000.
Tower secure IFR to hold short, waiting for IFR release. VFR departures to Monterey or flight following, advise ground control. Use call signs, all readbacks, all hold short instructions, and assign altitudes.
Yeehaw!
Advise on initial contact. Do you have ATIS information? Zulu.
All right. Once you get there, you can bring your power back up to about 2,400 RPM.
Wind 300 at 12, gusting 19er. Visibility 10.
And you can retrim it if you need to.
Ceiling 1,700 broken. Temperature 17, 2.11, altimeter 29908. Remarks
All right, what am I doing?
Runway 3.
Just let go for a second and see what it wants to do. It wants to pitch up. So all you have to do is trim down
VFR departures
until the pressure is gone.
Advise ground control. Use call signs, all readbacks, all hold short instructions, and assign altitudes. Advise on initial contact. Do you have ATIS information? Zulu.
All right, it's still Zulu there. We're going to get on tower frequency, which we got.
Okay.
And basically following the highway all the way up here will take us to runway 31. Even though it's a little bit hard to see, we're 9 minutes out from the airport.
How do you know that? Where are you looking? Ah, okay.
We're bucking a pretty good headwind, probably on all the cars passing us on the highway.
It just got cold again, yeah. There's the temp down.
Oh, yeah, it dropped like 20 degrees almost. Beautiful.
It's amazing how when you just stop fighting it a little bit, the airplane just kind of wants to fly, right? I mean,
Well, that's exactly right. You know, and you've flown models, right?
yeah,
And you know that when the model's trimmed right, and it's when it's you know, balanced right, CG's right, and everything,
yeah.
it'll just fly. You know, you throw it and it'll fly. You don't need to like do some crazy control input.
Yep.
And it's the same thing for this. If we weren't in the airplane, you know, and it was within CG, it would just fly on like a model airplane. You know?
Yep.
Okay, so we're 10 miles to Salinas.
Okay.
So you can give them a radio call, and we'll say Salinas Tower, Warrior 41459er, 10 miles southeast, inbound with Zulu.
Salinas Tower, Warrior 41459er, 10 miles to the southeast with Zulu inbound.
Warrior 41459er, Salinas Tower, make straight in runway 31, report a 2-mile final.
Straight in runway 31, report 2-mile final, 41459er.
Perfect.
I've lost a little altitude.
That's alright, you got to get there, itis. You just want to see this car passing us down here. I had a goose pass me once.
Seriously?
No.
That would suck.
I was flying in a Travel Air one time. Back in, well, actually it wasn't a Travel Air, it's called a standard biplane. What they did was back in the heyday of Barnstorming, they built these standard biplanes, and they basically had like a bathtub up in front that would seat 4 people, you know, and a pilot in the rear for giving rides. And it's a really neat airplane, but really slow.
Yeah.
And I remember we were flying out over the lake in Florida, and there was like a whole flock of geese, and they were like passing below us. You know? Had to wave them by and said, "Go around."
Right.
All right, so we need to be on the lookout for the runway there.
Where should, let's see.
We're 7.8 miles out. So we're over Chular right now.
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit off our 1 o'clock maybe?
Yeah, and Firestone, which is on the left-hand side of the highway, is about 3 miles. So I could just now start to see Firestone. And I'm just now starting to see the airport environment.
Are we still VFR over the field? I guess so, right? We'll get a little more visibility as we
He's saying that it's broken at 1700. I think it might be a little bit lower than that, but we'll be able to get into VFR, no problem.
Tell me about the airport environment. I don't quite make it out. What are you seeing?
Kind of just lighter colored cement, you know. I'm starting to see the runway now.
Is it almost dead ahead?
Yeah,
so
just to the right of the nose.
Yeah, just pointing off to the...
Yeah, we're kind of parallel with the runway mostly. We're about 10 degrees off the runway heading.
Okay, I think I have it. Would you call this in sight when you're shooting at like a IFR approach at this point?
Yeah, this is about a solid contact, you know, if you think you've got the runway.
All right, yeah, I think I have it now.
Yeah, I've got it for sure.
All right, do we need to be in pattern altitude yet? Not yet?
No, 900 feet is pattern altitude, so we're doing pretty good. We'll probably do our gumps around 3 miles.
Okay. I have is it called the VASI, the lights, or the PAPI?
Yeah, that's the VASI on the left-hand side.
Oh, I have it. Okay.
It's a 2-light VASI. Visual approach slope indicator.
Do I need to square it up a little bit, or are we just going to kind of...
You can line yourself up with the center line if you want. It's still just a little bit right of center line. The trick with a straight-in approach is knowing when to start your gumps and your approach speed, you know, get your approach speed. When you're coming straight in like this, at this altitude, usually about 3 miles out, 2 to 3 miles out is when you want to do all that.
I'm losing altitude.
And come back to the right just a little bit.
out.
Right.
And do I care about where we're trimmed once we start to clean up and get ready for flying the airplane
Not
down?
too much. If we're trimmed for level flight here, it shouldn't be too far off on our approach. If anything, we'll give it just a little bit of up trim once we configure for the approach. So you can see Firestone on the left-hand side.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and we can go ahead and start doing our comps now.
So gasoline, gas tank, left side. Undercarriage is down and welded. Mixture is full rich. Power down to what, 2,000 or 1,500?
1,500 or so.
Okay.
Now keep your nose up for me.
Ah,
There you go.
nose up, 1,500. Switches. Carb heat on, fuel pump is already on. One notch of flaps to start?
One notch of flaps is fine.
Okay.
Bring your power up a
Power
little
needs
bit.
to come up.
About 1,700 or so.
Okay. We're a little off center line.
Cherokee 41459, runway 31, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 41459er. Thank you.
Yeah, we're a little low on glide path, so
Okay.
bring your power up to 2,000 and just hold your altitude until we see red-white. A little bit more power. There you go. Okay, just hold your altitude until we see red-white down there.
Okay.
Once we see it, then we can go in and reconfigure for our... let go of the airplane for a second.
I'm starting to see it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, right about here. These are back. About 1,500. That's good.
Okay.
We got pretty strong winds, so this might work out. Might have to add just a little bit of power, but
I feel like I'm sinking.
yeah, add just a little power, then that's fine.
Any more flaps or?
We're a little low, so probably not.
Okay.
Good. Just relax. If all else fails, David, just let go of the plane and let it fly.
Okay.
Alright, we're doing alright. We're just a little low on glide path. So speed should be about 85.
So we're a little fast.
Yeah, and you'll adjust that with the pitch, not with the power.
Ah, okay.
Good.
So are we dropping altitude even though the nose is a little high?
Yep, we will. Ultimately. We kind of traded a little airspeed for altitude there. Now we're back in the descent.
I see. I feel like we're high, but I know you know what you're doing.
We're a little bit high, but we've got a lot of runway down there.
Oh.
So just, let's leave it all configured the way it is right now. A little bit of a left crosswind here, but we're tracking straight down the center line. So keep the nose down. There you go, right there. Now aim it at a point.
Okay, I've got a point.
Alright, keep your wings level and bring your power all the way back now. Good, now hold the airplane off the ground right here. Just like keep it level and let it decelerate. And keep pulling back gently. There we go.
Okay, keep the pressure back, right?
Yeah, see, look at this.
Huh, okay.
Still got a lot of energy there we could
Yeah.
dissipate, right?
Does that mean I was a little fast on the landing?
Just a little bit, not a whole lot.
Okay.
It wasn't bad.
We looking for taxiway delta? A
Yes, sir. Big taxiway delta.
little bit of braking.
Cherokee 41459, say parking.
South hangar for 41459er.
Cherokee 41459, taxi to parking via Delta, Bravo, crossway 26 at Delta.
Can you do that? Sorry.
Delta Bravo cross 26 to Delta 459. Oh, Bravo.
Thank you.
Hey, good job.
All right, so do I have to hold short here, even though?
You don't. No, you're cleared across. So you see how it's hashed on our side?
Oh, right. Okay, and it's not a run. It's another taxiway, right?
Yeah.